Ladies and gentlemen, a big warm welcome here from the Winter Gardens in Blackpool, and a big warm welcome to all of our viewers joining us on VIP's YouTube channel. We are here with VIP Boxing Promotions, proudly presenting an evening of professional championship boxing. We are now ready to welcome our first boxers to the ring. Please welcome first, from Jalisco, Mexico, Benito Sanchez Garcia. Gentlemen, please welcome his opponent, making his way to the red corner, from Rhodes, Greece, Evstafios, the Greek god, Antonas! Live from the Blackpool Winter Gardens, VIP Boxing Promotions proudly presents 6 rounds of boxing in the super lightweight division. Our timekeeper at the belt for this contest is Anthony Rushton. Our referee in the ring is Andy Kremner, and scoring the contest from ringside is Darren Sargentson. Introducing our first boxer, boxing out of the blue corner and wearing silver shorts. On the scales, he weighed in 10 stone and 6 ounces. He comes to the ring with a record of 17 wins, 13 losses and 3 draws. He has 5 big wins by way of knockout. Introducing from Jalisco, Mexico, Canelito Benito Sanchez Garcia. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent, facing him across the ring and boxing out of the red corner, wearing blue shorts with gold trim. On the scales, he weighed in 10 stone, 1 pound and 4 ounce. He comes to the ring with a record of 10 wins and 3 losses. He has 2 draws. Introducing from Rhodes, Greece, Evstafios, the Greek god, Antonas!
Both know the rules, keep it clean, watch the heads, and obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves. Best of luck, boys.
Seconds out, round 1.
Yeehaw, boom boom shit. Round 1. First bout of the evening tonight is a clash between Evstafios Antonas and Benitez Sanchez Garcia. 6 threes in the super lightweight division. Referee for this, Andy Kremner. Commentary team tonight, VIP TV. From myself, Lee Toppleflyhead, and Mike Action Gormley. Nice bright start by the Greek god. Tonight in his 16th professional outing, 10 wins, 3 losses, 2 draws. Garcia in his 34th professional outing, 17 wins, 13 losses, 2 draws. This obviously Mexico versus Greece. Garcia now started off a good solid career, lost 5 only out of his first 25. Now he's decided to go on the road. There's a lot of Mexicans are doing these days, Mike.
Yeah, he looks like a tough kid as well. He's got, like you just said, a pretty decent record. He's had more wins than Antonas has had fights, so it should be a good test for Antonas tonight. You also said earlier he's obviously decided to come on the road, so it's how much ambition he's got in this fight, Garcia. I think Antonas has got to look good against someone like Garcia. You see, he's got a good reach advantage on Antonas.
Garcia's nickname is Canelito, similar to Canelo, which I googled, it means cinnamon. Obviously he's got the red hair. You don't see many Mexicans with red hair, but there's another one here tonight. Antonius off that jab with Dave Fitzgerald in his corner.
Only 3 losses on Antonis' record, against decent fighters really. Maxi Hughes, lost to Maxi Hughes, Matthew Renner, one of the local lads, and John Henry Mosquera. I think John Henry Mosquera is a lad on the road, but he's quite a decent fighter. He's not too bad. So they're the only 3 of Antonis' losses. Apart from that, he's performed pretty well. He's had a good first round already in this one.
Yeah, he's 28 years of age now. The Greek god. He's got the first round in the bank here for me, Mike.
Yeah, a lot better boxing, as I say. He's been quite clever in this round. Uses reach advantage and boxed very well.
Are we still on? Yeah, I think we're still on, luckily. So what advice would you think Dave Fitzgerald's giving Antonis in the corner there now, Mike?
Pretty much stick to the same thing really, early on in the fight. He's on is it a 4 rounder this, Lee, or is it a 6 rounder, yeah. So there's no rush. Garcia's probably, he's proven to be a tough, durable character, so Antonis doesn't want to trip himself up early on and just stick to his boxing, keep to that jab, keep his shots long, and don't get involved too much. That's what I'd be saying.
And in Garcia's corner tonight, Sean Eastwood and Mick Whale, second John Smith. Yeehaw! Boom boom shit. Round 2, schedule 6. Antonius offered the double jab twice there. I'd like to see Garcia throw a little bit more back. We know he is capable, look at his record. He's obviously employing a different game now when he first started. Have good shots to the head and body there. The 25-year-old from Mexico, Jalisco in Mexico. Made his debut in June 2016. Good shots there landed. Big backhand left hook landed by Antonius.
Looks like a tough, rugged fighter, doesn't he, Garcia? It's a typical Mexican style.
Yeah, he's lost his last 3 fights on points. Good shot again by the Greek god. He's lost to Reece Mould, Craig Morgan, and last week he lost to 11-1 Tommy Hodgson in Rainton Meadows, where we've commented before, up in County Durham. So he's been a busy fighter.
I don't know if it's a light in here. Garcia looks like he's got a bit of a mouse under the left eye, or is it the light? I'm not sure.
Can't see that far, Mike. In different positions tonight, we normally got the best seats in the house. We're still in the start about 18 foot away, but we're normally getting blood, snot and sweat all over us, aren't we? Yeah, he has got a mark over the left eye. Over the left eye, Michael.
Yeah, left it just underneath, I think. That it's a bit dark underneath, but good exchange by both lads there.
Yeah, good bout. Another good bout here. Well matched by Steve Willis for VIP TV, VIP Boxing Promotions. Here at the Winter Gardens, stay here in Blackpool. Referee for this one, trialist referee and full-time fireman, former professional Andy Kremner of Shaw in Oldham. Couple of shots missed, jab landing there by Antonas, good head movement by Garcia. Good work by Garcia, up to body, up to head. I wonder how much the average journeyman gets in Mexico, Mike.
Probably not as much as they get over here, eh? Obviously that's why they come over here.
Good left up landed there by Garcia.
Yeah, it's probably that many journeymen over there, isn't it? Or fighters anyway over there. They're,
Garcia just doing that there because Antonia's missed, looking round. You know, another round there in the bank from the red corner for Estefios Antonas. But I think we got a little bit more action there from Garcia in that second round.
Yeah, I think he seems to have warmed into it, doesn't he? See if he's got the energy and stamina to kind of keep his pace up for the next 4 rounds.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just taking my jacket off. Well, he's filling up a little bit here. What iconic special venue this is, Mike, for fighting in. Never fought here.
Never fought here, Lee. About yourself in the amateurs?
We never made it here, did we?
No, I believe they had quite a few good amateur shows here anyway. I know they do a lot of dancing.
Well, we danced there?
Just a few times.
Seconds out.
Few raids.
Round 3.
Should have had a few raids here, have they?
Yeah. Boom, boom, Sharon. Round 3. Antonius in the red corner, Garcia in the blue. Mexico versus Greece. Here at the Winter Gardens in Blackpool. Got a nice school jab there, backhand landed. Garcia calling him on. I think Antonius thought the shots were better than they were. Nice clean first fight of the night. Two lads, referees, I don't do anything at all yet. No holding. Good technical fight. Nice uppercut landed on the inside there by Antonius.
Yeah, I like Antonas. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but yeah, I think he's quite a good boxer, quite a good stylist. Moves pretty well. I think he just stays in there a little bit too much. Sorry, a little bit too longer than he needs to when he's inside, and he gets a little bit close. That's when Garcia has a bit of a success.
Nice long arms, fully extending them. You guys watching at home. Great technique on the jab in the backhand. Good left hook landing on the inside there by Garcia.
Yeah, he's moving inside on Tarius, but he's not. When he steps in and throws his shots, he needs to move his head a little bit more. He's just leaving his head a little bit static, a little bit high, and that's when he's getting caught with silly shots.
First hand referee for me has had to break him at all. Nice double jab again. Just like that. Antonas.
I'm not too sure, but is it Garcia's first time over here? Has he had a couple of fights over here, Lee? Do you know?
It's his fourth fight. As I said earlier, he's had his last 3 fights. He lost to Reece Mould, Craig Morgan, Reece Mould 20-4, Reece Morgan 14-1, and last week Tommy Hodgson 11-1 up in Rainson Meadows. Another round in the bag for the guy out the red corner.
Yeah,
Staffius Antonas.
Yeah, I think it's been quite comfortable for him. I'd say he's been caught with a few silly shots what he didn't need to take. Apart from that, he's been quite dominant.
I'd say very dominant, Mike. Sorry, sir, don't mean to disagree or anything, but I'd say, very dominant. Would you agree?
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah,
of course. Yeah,
he's got all his shots off. He's shown a wide-ranging repertoire of shots. 3 rounds in the bank.
I can see Garcia just getting a little bit more tired these next 3 rounds. His
eyes quite swollen there, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and Antonas just needs to keep those steady work up. I'd like to see him move his head a little bit more. When he gets within range, when he throws his shots.
Yeah, Sean Eastwood just getting the iron on that left eye.
Seconds out. Round 4.
Yeehaw. Boom, boom, Shireen. Round 4. The schedule 6. Boxers switch gloves. The boxing game is a funny game. It wasn't. There might have been a number of shots that led to that eye swelling up. But you can get it numerous times, Mike, and nothing happens. I mean, the fight we saw last week, Marcus Tomlinson. Eventually he ended up with a few guys watched last week in the middleweight, super middleweight, central area middleweight title. Slowly chipped away, getting caught. In the end, he had a big cauliflower ear, big head swollen.
Yeah, that kind of came. I know there was evidence of a couple of cuts and that, but the swelling, it just came all of a sudden, didn't it? And he put up with that for what would you say, about last six rounds, maybe 6 to 7 rounds.
Garcia now showboating. He's actually, doing that thing they do when someone misses. But I think Antonas is hitting more times than he's missing him.
Yeah, I think he's trying a bit of kidology, isn't it? But Antonas just needs to stay switched on, really. Garcia's not bothering him.
Didn't do it then because right on that eye. Great shot there. I said the best shot of the round. Nice uppercut landing inside there by Garcia. As Antonas came marching forward. So that's also his best shot of the fight so far. Definitely point score that one.
Yeah, I mean, you can see Garcia's not been a bad fighter himself in the past. It's lack of ambition, isn't it, to win, just to survive. That's his job basically. But he's giving Antonas a test. He's throwing shots back, having a great deal of success, but he's playing his part. He's making Antonas work.
Trying a little bit of quiet this round. Garcia not really engaging, just backing off a little bit now. Gets to round 4. Good shots land there, right onto the body, left hook to head for the Greek god. Staffius Antonas. 4 rounds in the bank, Michael.
Yeah, an easy 4 rounds that, he's dominated the 4 rounds. I think maybe Garcia's been a bit sheepish this last round or so. Maybe it's something to do with that eye. He's trying to not get involved as much. Can't blame him.
Yeah, don't want to get stopped, does there? We don't want to get a 28 days or anything. The bruising should go down. Probably won't be alright for next week or maybe the week after. And this time of year, it's a busy calendar, trying to get money in for the Christmas holidays.
Seconds out. Round 5.
Yeehaw. Boom, boom, shake room. Round 5. Penultimate round. So, looking back over Garcia's record, he's weighed in today around 10 stone, both of them, give and take a few pounds. At one time, he was weighing 9 stone, 123 pounds, Mike. So he's probably a stone over his competitive fighting weight. So he's about 140, that's 17, that's just normally nearly a stone and a half over. 2014, December 2017. He actually won an 8-rounder in Guadalajara.
It must have been a bit of a will o' the wisp then. There's not much on him now, is there?
No, but you say he probably ripped up then, you know.
Yeah. Still moving quite well though, you know, he's still kind of got it.
Yeah, good uppercut landed inside there by Antonas. Nice head movement by Garcia. Okay, Master. Saying watch the head and telling Antonas to stop pushing down on him. Right up landing there. Antonius picking the pressure up here. Garcia gets his back off the hook, comes forward. Nice footwork there by the Greek god. Nice roll left up, missing wildly.
I'd like to see Antonas, you know, counter, draw Garcia forward. Like Garcia's quite happy to walk forward. Draw him in and then counter, maybe drop an uppercut in there and then a left hook or something like that. You know, just change it a little bit. He tends to be doing all his work on the front foot, Antonas. Lovely overhand right there. Nice shot.
Garcia has been stopped 5 times before in his 13 defeats. He's not been stopped in England yet. Nice head movement there, good defence. It's the last round. I don't know if Sean Eastwood can speak Spanish. Oh, he's got an interpreter over there as well telling him what. So he's giving instruction.
Antonas still looks pretty fresh to me there in the corner. You know, he's not had a tough 5 rounds up to now. I think if he picked the pace up a little bit, I could see him get the stoppage here. He's not a guarantee, obviously, but I think he could. He's got another gear or 2 to go through, and I think he could get Garcia out of there. Garcia's looking a little bit tired for me.
Definitely agree with you, Mike. And I think he picks up a little bit in round 5, don't you?
Yeah,
he certainly picked up. His best round was round 5. Let's see if Garcia was a bit tired there. Don't forget we're looking at two different men for different
seconds
weights,
out
really.
for your 6th and final round.
Yeah. Boom, boom, shake the room. The 6th and final round. The boxers touch gloves. And the Kremlin's getting the referee to have a look at his eye, which does look badly swollen. But after last week, I don't think he's going to stop him on this side, do you, Mike?
No, it's nothing like Marcus Tomlinson's, is it? I tell you what, if he stopped this one, it'd be a shame. But I can't see any reason why he should stop it. The eye's not closed, just got a little bit of swelling underneath.
Obviously, yeah, it's on the carry on.
Yeah, he's okayed it. I mean, I get Andy Kremley's obviously he's trying to be safe, you know, he's trying to look after the boxer, but referee's okayed it, so all good and well.
Antonas landing a nice uppercut inside. Garcia's on his bike a little bit more this round. We're not seeing him doing that, looking out the way, doing that little thing they do, Mike, you know, little gesture when people miss. Because Antonas hasn't really been missing the last 3 rounds.
No, and if we see there again, if Antonas keeps the pressure on, as I say, he could get a stoppage here. Referee's already had a look at his eye, so he doesn't want to see him inflict too much damage.
Nice uppercut and up landing. If it was me, Mike, I'd be looking for a jab and a right hook. Or up to body, up to head. Anything with that hook coming. Obviously, the division's going to be getting hampered a little bit by that swelling.
I mean, for me, from what I can see, is that right uppercut. He just tried a little bit there, but he only touched him with it. If a jab and the right uppercut right up the middle. I think Antonas, he's just doing enough for me there. He's winning the fight, obviously.
Is this the first time we've seen Garcia?
Yeah, we've not. I don't think we've seen him before.
Generally, the Mexicans offer a little bit more than this. There's the uppercut landing, Mike.
Yeah.
Jab landing by Garcia in return.
As I say, if you look at Antonas, he looks pretty fresh still. He's got a lot left in the tank. I'd start letting the hands go a little bit more here. Start putting a little pressure on a little bit more. Finish off strong. Yeah, he tends to lean in, Garcia, you know, when he gets caught with a shot, as you see there, he leans forward, he leans in as an act of defence, and he's ideal for the uppercuts, left or right.
Nice right landing on that eye.
That right uppercut again.
Garcia now just holding, referee telling him just wants that clock to tick down now. He'll be glad to last to the final bell.
All in all, Lee, good performance by Antonas. He's been in control of the fight for 6 rounds.
Yeah, got it 60-54, Mike.
Yeah, totally shut out. You know, as long as he reaches the final bell, can't see much happening. I don't want to speak too soon, but
I think it's time for Estefios now to step up a little bit in terms of competition. Do you?
Yeah, absolutely. He's I think he's served his time. Let's stay on the sort of bottom rung of the ladder. Yeah, start pushing for something now.
Is he eligible to fight for a central area?
Do you know what? That was just sort of came into my head. That is not sure. It depends where he's based, doesn't it?
Well, he's based in prison with Dave Preston. Sorry about that. In Preston with Dave Fitzgerald.
I suppose if he's registered in Preston, then there'd be no reason why he couldn't be, really, is there?
Yeah. Okay.
It's not like a sort of national thing or maybe an English title. Central area, yeah, maybe. How would you go on with that though? An English title? I suppose would it be if he was first registered in England?
Just waiting now. I don't know who scored that. If Jamie Kirkpatrick maybe scored that one. Just waiting for the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, could we please have a big round of applause for both of our boxers? And after 6 rounds of action, we go to Darren Sargentson's scorecard, which reads 60 points to 54 in favour of your winner, the Greek god Efstathios Antonas. Ladies and gentlemen, please a big round of applause for Canelito Benito Sanchez Garcia.
Well, Michael scored it correctly again there. Canelito milking his applause. Well done, money well earned.
We are now ready to welcome our next boxers to the ring. Please welcome first and making their way to the blue corner, originally from Latvia, now boxing out of Doncaster, Kristaps Zuggis. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome making his way to the red corner from Liverpool, Anthony Welsh. And gentlemen, we are live from the Winter Gardens here in Blackpool, where VIP Boxing Promotions proudly presents 4 rounds of boxing in the super middleweight division. Our timekeeper at the bell for this contest is Mr. Phil Morris, MBE, and our referee in charge scoring the action, star referee Darren Sargentson. Introducing our first boxer, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing white shorts with blue trim. On the scales, he weighed in 11 stone and 12 pounds, taking part in his 78th contest as a professional, originally from Latvia, now boxing out of Doncaster, Kristaps Zuggis. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent facing him across the ring and boxing out of the red corner, wearing the green shorts. On the scales, he weighed in 11 stone, 6 pounds and 4 ounces. He comes to the ring with a perfect professional record. 3 wins from 3 contests. Introducing from Liverpool, Anthony Welsh.
Fellas, you both know the rules. Keep it clean, nothing low, watch your heads, and when I say break, take a step back. Most importantly, defend yourself at all times. Best of luck, lads.
Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen, for the second bout of the evening between Anthony Welsh from Sefton, Liverpool, and Christoph Zuggis, Doncaster, Latvia. Commentary for this bout is myself, Mike Action Gormley, joined by former professional James Moorcroft. Good evening, James.
Good evening, Mike. How you doing, mate? You okay?
I'm okay, not too bad, thank you very much.
Really good to be back here in the hot seat, especially at this fantastic venue, Blackpool Winter Gardens. One that I think I've always said it quite a lot of times. Probably one of the smallest, best boxing venues I've been at, to be fair.
Yeah, it's a really nice place, isn't it? Great architecture, and what a fantastic venue for people to sit here and watch a great night of boxing.
Definitely, and what VIP and 1111 do to this place. It looks really, really cool, looks good, and I'm looking forward to a great night of boxing, mate.
Yeah. So Anthony Welsh from Liverpool, 3-0 against Christoph Zuggis. We watched Zuggis last week. I don't know if you commentated on that one, James. He was out last week at Bolton.
I think I might have done, mate, to be fair.
Yeah, he fought Ryan Dickens, another lad from Liverpool.
Yeah, I think I did comment on that one.
Yeah.
I think he's very durable of what I can remember. He doesn't get too much involved. He kind of, like you said, like we're seeing now, he's just happy to just move around. Kind of see the rounds out, really. I'd like to see Anthony maybe just, as he builds into this fight, just come with a few phases, maybe come in with 2 and 3 phases, just try and take the edge away from it. As like we said, Zuggis is just happy to just be there and just move around. Yeah,
he's experienced, Zuggis. He's in his 78th fight tonight, so he's very experienced, quite a good boxer. Some of these journeymen though, but most of the journeymen really, they don't get involved too much, because as you know, when somebody draws you into a fight, you retaliate, don't you? Fight fire with fire. It's the last thing these kids, these away fighters want. Obviously they come to earn the money, move around with you, and hopefully do you a favour in the sense of bringing you up and bringing you through the ranks.
Definitely, Mike, and like you say, these guys like Zuggis, you know, without these kind of guys who are coming over and fighting week in, week out, us professional boxers, it would be tough, you know. We are learning the ropes in there, just like Anthony's doing there. He looks very, very well skilled, a big tall lad for super middleweight, and he's got very long arms. He's sticking behind that jab, and you know, I'd like to see him just come into it a little bit more now, but what I'm seeing is really, really good, and I'm enjoying this fight so far.
Yeah, he looks like he's just feeling his way through this first round. Got a nice jab, technique's quite good, you know, hands are nice and high. Yeah. 4 professional fight for Anthony tonight, so you know he is still fresh to the pro game. He's you know, he's got a lot of fans behind him, and like you said, this iconic venue, Blackpool Winter Gardens, I think it brings out a lot in you, to be fair. Yeah, so a good steady round there for Anthony Welsh.
Seconds out. Round 2.
Yeah, straight away Anthony comes out, stabbing that jab straight out. Looks like he's looking to double it up now. Maybe he's looking to start getting moving, getting going, because over these 4 round distances, you know, that first round's out of the way and there's only 3 left, so it's good to see him. Here we go, he's dropping the right hand over the top.
Right, get your hands up now, Chris. Sideways on elbows tucked in. Come on, it's not that difficult.
Yes, I mean, already he just seems to be picking up a little bit, Welsh now, showing a bit more authority in his punches. Zuggis himself, quite a good mover, you know, looking at him, he's quite a good stylist, moves well, quite light on his feet.
Yeah, I think I might have said it last week, Mike, when Zuggis does come into trade, his guard is so tight, there's no shots getting through at all when his guard's tight, so maybe just come in with a few more phases, 1s, 2s and 3s, just kind of having to open him up.
Yeah, because obviously what we've got to remember is these away fighters, we still like them to put pressure on these, you know, these new kids, these up and coming kids. We like to see them put pressure on, and it brings out the best in them.
Definitely, Mike, and just out of my experience, to be honest, it's like with guys like Zuggis here, if you go through the first and the second and the third phases of attack, these guys don't make many mistakes on the back foot like this, but when you're putting that pressure on them in phase attacks, they tend to make them mistakes. They're okay with dealing with the first phases and the second phases, but start moving, that's good.
Well, that's it, they work the basic stuff out, don't they? You know, they'll stand in front of you and they can move a little bit, and as you say, put a little bit of pressure on them, and that's when you've got to start opening them up, and then showing your quality and showing the paying public they want to come and follow you and buy tickets and come and see you. Definitely, Mike, and like I was watching here, Welsh hasn't really put a foot wrong here tonight. He's boxing well behind that jab and he's building into this fight nicely. And there we go, he's going to the body now, he's starting to let his hands go, really good. It's nice to see him putting 3 and 4 punches together as well, instead of just single shots and 1s and 2s. You know, he's trying various shots. Got quite quick hands, nice little boxer. Yeah, and I don't know what Anthony Welsh will be thinking. You know, he's fighting at super middleweight today. I don't know if he's weighed in on the day or the day before, but maybe Anthony might want to get down to middleweight. And you know, I think at that size that he is, he's going to be a huge middleweight. If he's weighed in yesterday, that's a different story. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? A lot of them like to weigh in same day, or they're required to weigh in the same day. I think the problem is with the away fighters.
Round 3.
So round 3 or 4 between Anthony Welsh, boxer at Liverpool from the red corner, and Christos Zuggis from Doncaster in the blue corner. Yeah, I suppose, Mike, with guys like Zuggis, you know, he's had, in his 64 loss, he's only picking up 10 stoppages in that. It's not about trying to get him out of here, it's about looking good doing what he's doing, you know. So, you know, I think he's doing really, really good here, Welsh, and, you know, if he pushes on the pressure, he might get to Zuggis. Yeah, I agree with that, James. As I said earlier, Zuggis is quite a nice boxer himself. So if you can beat him to the punch, if you can score shots, if you can get inside, you know, hit the target with him, it's like you're one up already, aren't you?
Definitely.
You know.
And I just seen Anthony let a really good hand again there. I love the left hook to the body, and it looks like he's carrying a lot of power there, Mike. I'd like to just see him, just letting them hands go a little tiny bit more, landing them big shots, because I think they really are doing a little bit of damage.
Yeah, you would think, if it's a 4-rounder, so you would think for 4 rounds you can afford to up the pace a little bit. Obviously, when you're doing 6-8 rounds, that's when you start slowing the pace down a little bit and planting your feet a little bit more.
Yeah.
But as you say, I think Welsh, he can afford to maybe step on the gas a little bit more, or just go up another level.
And again, like I said, the left hook to the body is a lovely shot, and he's trying to come over the overhand right, so maybe just let it go a few more times. Zuggis ain't really offering much back at the moment. I think he's happy to just take this.
Yeah, he's back to that thing again. If Zuggis opens up a little bit and starts trying to make a fight of it, then he may come a little bit unstuck. So I think he's quite happy just to try and work from the outside and nab a couple of shots.
Yeah, for sure, Mike, for sure.
Good jab by Welsh though. He's got a nice stiff jab. Looks like you say, he looks like a strong puncher, doesn't he? If he sat down a little bit more and planted it, he knows he can land the shot. We've seen him throw that left hook to the body early on. I think he could do a little bit more damage with that. As I say, if he planted his feet a little bit more, put a little bit more leverage into it, and then just work off that hook.
I very much agree with you, Mike. Yes, like you say, Zuggis is there to be hit in a crazy way. He's there to be hit. He's not moving out with a vengeance.
So good 3 rounds there, James. I'm sure you'll agree with me. Anthony Welsh is there. He's done enough to win all 3 rounds quite comfortably.
I think so, Mike. For sure, yes, I do think so.
I think Zuggis has just come to play his part, really.
He is playing his part. He's keeping it competitive, but I think it's a very good learning fight for Anthony.
Yeah, and again, I think he's been matched right. Steve Lillis is quite a good matchmaker. The last, since I can remember this year anyway, his matchmaking's been really spot on. We've seen some fantastic fights in these VIP small old shows and venues. Really good, really competitive, and this fight tonight, it's been quite competitive as well, but difference in class as well from Anthony Welsh.
Definitely, Mike, and I know you'll agree with me on this one as well. No more so was last week at the Reebok Stadium, where we had the English title, the British Eliminator, and a fantastic Central Area title fight between Jake Godwin and Marcus Tomlinson.
Yeah, that should have at least been one of those Friday night Channel 5 shows, shouldn't it, really?
Fights like that really do need to be on telly, and I was a little bit upset that I didn't get a chance to have the best seat in the house and commentate on that one, because that was an absolutely amazing fight.
Yeah, we got splashed a bit on that one. Sweat, blood, all sorts of stuff came out of that ring that night, but what a fantastic fight that was.
Yeah, I think there is never no bad Central Area title fights, Southern Area title fights. There is no bad ones, because the winner goes on to big things, don't they? So it's kind of the stepping stone they need to move in them right directions.
Yeah. I mean, again, just back to the quality here. I mean, you can see Anthony Welsh. I'm pretty sure, sooner rather than later, if he keeps the winning up and carries on doing what he's doing like he is here, he'd be a contender for a Central Area shot somewhere along the line. Obviously, early days at the moment. It's on his 4th fight, but you can see he's got a little bit of quality about him.
Like I was saying before, Mike, I don't know whether he's weighed in on the day, so he's fighting at super middleweight, or if he can make himself down to middleweight if he's weighed in the day before. But that was a middleweight Central Area title fight last week, and who knows down the line, like you say, but he could be fighting for that exact title.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't sure what the weights were. I'd be down as a welterweight here, James, but he could be right as a tall lad, so I'm not sure what they actually weighed in at. Referee Darren Sargiston's not had much to do in this bout, which is nice to see, really. Both lads just getting on with it. It's been clean.
Well, Zuggis has been campaigning at middleweight, so maybe Anthony is a middleweight if he can, keep winning. There's no point at these four round fights. There's no point in killing yourself, cutting yourself down to crazy weights. But obviously, when the titles are there, then you're willing to do that. When the reward is big risk, big reward.
Nice job again, nice lead on there by Welsh.
Yeah, the quality's come from Anthony here on that jab. Everything's come off that jab. Really good.
I just like the way he puts his shots together. I just say he doesn't throw many single shots. Couple there, double jab, twos and threes he throws, 4 shots. Always nice to see, trying things out.
For sure, mate. For sure.
Yeah, good 4 rounds. Should agree there, James. 4 rounds to Anthony Welsh.
Yes, for sure, mate. Definitely.
Good performance there. Yeah, quite like Anthony. I'm looking forward to his progression.
Can we please have a big round of applause for both of our boxers? After 4 rounds of action, we go to our referee, Darren Sargenson's scorecard, which reads 40 points to 36 in favour of your winner, from Liverpool, Anthony Welsh. Ladies and gentlemen, please a big round of applause for Kristaps Zuggis. Gentlemen, we are now ready to welcome our next boxers to the ring. Please welcome first, and making their way to the blue corner, from Guadalajara, Mexico, Ramiro Garcia Lopez. Welcome his opponent, making his way to the red corner, from Blackburn, Thomas Varey. and gentlemen, live from the Winter Gardens here in Blackpool, VIP Boxing Promotions proudly presents 6 rounds of action in the welterweight division. Our timekeeper at the bell for this contest is Anthony Rushton. Our referee in the ring is Andy Kremner, and scoring the contest from ringside is Jamie Kirkpatrick. That is our officials. It is now time to introduce our boxers. Introducing first and boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the white shorts. On the scales, he weighed in 10 stone, 6 pounds and 4 ounces. This evening taking part in his 41st contest as a professional. From Guadalajara, Mexico, Rami El Joro, Ramiro Garcia Lopez. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent, facing him across the ring and boxing out of the red corner, wearing grey shorts with pink. On the scales, he weighed in 10 stone, 6 pounds and 4 ounces. He comes to the ring with a perfect professional record of 10 wins from 10 contests. He has 3 big wins by way of knockout. From Blackburn, Thomas Varey.
Boys, you both know the rules. Keep it clean, watch the heads, and obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves and the best of luck.
Seconds out, round 1.
Boom, boom, shit room. Round 1. Third bout of the evening is a welterweight clash between, coming from the red corner from Blackpool, Thomas Varey, and coming from the blue corner from Mexico, Ramiro Garcia Lopez. Referee for this trial is referee Andy Kremner, judged at ringside by Jamie Kirkpatrick of Preston. The back on the dream team, commentary team, myself, Lee Topple-White, and Mike Action Gormley. 2 former professionals for the 90s, early 2000s. Another jab there by Varey. Varey with Andy Abro in his corner, long-time coach for the Sharp Style Amateur Boxing Club. He's still only 20 years of age. In his 11th professional outing tonight with 10 wins, 3 by stoppage. Multi-talented, multi-decorated amateur star, junior star, Thomas Varey. Ramiro Garcia Lopez started off as a prospect in Mexico, decided to go on the road. I've seen him many times, good boxer, never been stopped. In his 41st outing tonight, great job by Varey.
Yes, I would say it's a step up in class really for Varey tonight. He's quite experienced, Garcia.
Yeah, out of his 8 wins, he's got 7 stoppages. He were back in the day when he was in Mexico as a prospect. He did turn professional in April 2000. He's been boxing as a journeyman since April 2024. He's got Mick Whale and Sean Eastwood in his corner tonight.
He's fought some good fighters, Lopez. Fought Kane Gardner, Manchester lad, in October. Zelfa Barrett in July. Who was that one, Lee? Sheffield, I think that was that, if you remember. Jake Abro, also Levi Barnes, two local lads out of his stable, out of Thomas's stable, should I say.
Nice sharp jab. Look at Thomas's footwork, he just edges backwards. It's attentive, that lovely jab. As I say, Andy Abro, one of the best coaches about. He's also got his cornerman in tonight, Brian Moody, who's looking in fantastic shape. Brian's undergone a thorough training session, he's talking to his girlfriend at the Bradley Ray fight. Looks in top shape himself for an old man.
1.
But I think he stood on his foot there when he. Garcia stood on Thomas's foot when he fell over, but yeah. So, quietest round there for Thomas, just.
Yeah, we're back on. Sorry, Mark, few technical problems. Sorry, Mike. Yeah, quiet round there for Varey.
Yeah, I think he was just a bit of a feel around that. Obviously, knowing the quality of Garcia, wasn't going to rush into anything. Just weighing his opponent up, Thomas. Knows he's got 6 rounds of this. Different look tonight from Thomas. I've not seen him with a beard before.
And a slick back there.
Still only 20 years old, so he's got a long road ahead of him. I'm sure there'll be no rush from Andy Abro to be pushing him anywhere at this moment in time.
Round 2.
Yeehaw. Boom, boom, shooter. Round 2. Second of 6. Welterweight clash. Both boys weighed in exactly the same weight. 10 stone 6 pounds 4 ounces. Yeah, we've seen Lopez many times now, Mike. A good defensive fighter, a good fighter, another Mexican that has gone on the road, and he doesn't get hurt. He's never been stopped. Oh, great shot there by Varey, landing, and a nice stiff jab. Good punch picker. As I did say earlier, a multi-decorated amateur junior boxer, turned pro at 18. In September 2023. 3 fights then, with 4 fights in 224. This is his 4th fight of 2025. No rush for the 20-year-old Varey. Nice jab to chest.
Yeah, he looks very focused tonight, Thomas Varey, as he always does, but tonight more so for me. He's just taking his time. He knows he's got a good opponent in front of him.
Can't believe he just said that, Mike. I was just looking how composed he is for a 20-year-old. How composed. He knows what he's got to do. A little step back there. He's got all the shots. He's got the ring craft. I think we're looking at someone in a couple of years' time who's going to love the fast shots. Missing with the uppercut. Lopez was glad about that. You know, with someone in a few years is going to be looking for big titles. What do you think?
Yeah, I totally agree there. I'm pretty sure we'll get there, you know, small steps, central area, English, and then beyond that, you don't want to look too far ahead, obviously. He's got to get these guys out of the way first. You know, do his learning in the early pro ranks. So, yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people have been impressed with him if you tune into VIP. Every time you've seen Thomas, you've seen a lot of quality. Nice jab there. I'm not sure what he's. I wonder if he's telling him off about standing on Garcia's foot there. I'm not too sure.
A little bit of a melee in the crowd here in the background. Sorry about this, guys. Good fast hands there. So what do you think Andy Abro's going to sell Varey in the crowd now? In the corner, sorry. I was looking at the crowd. As I say, there's a little bit of an altercation in the crowd there. Thomas was looking at the crowd. That's what made me say that.
I think you know, 2 rounds out of the way. I think 3rd round. I think Thomas is probably ready now to just pick it up a little bit, you know, a bit more emphasis on his shots. as we've seen earlier on, remember Thomas' first term pro, he was quite eager, wasn't he? You know, he was throwing all sorts of shots from all sorts of angles, and he still does, but he's a little bit more patient with it now.
Seconds out. Round 3.
Yeah, boom, boom, shake. We're in round 3. Thomas Varey in the red corner. Ramiro, Garcia, Lopez coming out the blue corner. Nice right hand landing there by Garcia. Lopez right onto the bearded chin of Thomas Varey.
You know, I was just watching there, and I was watching the feet. Thomas has got quite a wide stance, which is nothing wrong with that. That gives him quite good balance. But the feet, both the fighters' front feet are almost touching, so he's quite close, you know, within range of Garcia landing his own shots. So he needs to be careful there, Thomas. He's not too close. It's a lovely jab.
Backhand to body, left hook to head from Varey. Stiff jab landing on the chin. Andy Kremner's been pretty redundant in this fight. He's been no holding at all. Another well-matched bout here. VIP TV, VIP Promotions here at the Winter Gardens. Nice work again by Thomas Varey.
Yeah, you can see he's doing a lot of thinking, Thomas. He's not getting over ego. He's looking for the perfect shot. Maybe sometimes he's just waiting a little bit too long. I think he's got the hand speed on Garcia, so he can afford to, you know, let the 2s and 3s go. Better work.
Garcia don't make it entertaining. Varey still staying vigilant. Just a little lean back, just a little step back. Nice 1-2.
Garcia having an exchange there as Thomas comes to try to work inside, but another good round by Thomas. Quite impressed so far. I like the way he's taking his time. He's being patient.
Yeah, I agree, Mike. And the Abro just doing his hair. Maybe the hair gel's worn off a little bit. His hair's flapping about a little bit. Only joking about that. Hair looks fantastic, Thomas. So, I don't really have to say, Mike. We've got it 3 rounds to Varey. Again to round 4. Don't know how you guys are scoring at home. Hopefully they're scoring the same as us. Looking forward to a nice card of boxing here. We're culminating with an 8-rounder for Jake Abro fighting for the WBC Youth Silver Welterweight title against Bacare Dalio of France.
Seconds out. Round 4.
Yeehaw. Boom, boom, shake the room. Round 4. Very red. Garcia Lopez blue. Nice stiff jab. Landing by Thomas Varey. I know when me and you fought, Mike, we didn't have hair flapping about. These days the trend is for lads to have a little bit hairier, a little bit longer. Like when people get it amplifies it a little bit more. Would you agree?
Yeah, definitely. You can see that now. Obviously, Thomas probably got a gel on his hair, or had a bit of gel on his hair. Now it's drying out a little bit. You can see his hair seems to be flicking about a little bit more when he's getting caught with shots off Garcia. They're not, I wouldn't say they're really clean shots,
but it does amplify a little bit more. And
yeah,
the same as when Thomas is hitting Lopez. What am I saying by that? All you lads all make sure you get a skin that don't look as good when you're getting it. Takes us back to the days of Rocky Marciano when they all had the same similar haircuts in those days. Is that when you fought, Mike, when Marciano was about?
No, mine was a bit earlier than that.
Oh, just got a bit of a smile there off Mr. Videographer, Mr. Recording Man, Lee Hogan, head of stone. Oh, great shot there by Thomas Varey. Just to have a little bit of humour. Garcia Lopez didn't like it, come marches forward himself. I'd like to see him off a little bit back. He's done that, obviously done it, you know, he's a proud man. The guy from Guadalajara in Mexico, so once you get hit, he has to give a little bit back. I'd like to see him put it a little bit on Thomas's toes a little bit more. Working with great shots there by Varey, lovely, great shots.
Better work by Thomas, I was about to say.
5 or 6 shots landing on the target there.
Yeah, I was going to say that, you know, I'd like to see Thomas just trying to step it up a little bit now. Start putting his foot on the gas a little bit more, let his hands go a little bit more and not be too hesitant.
Great 1-2 down the pipe. I'm pretty sure that I don't think Thomas Varey's actually lost a round as a professional yet, Mike. I did have a little check on BoxRec. Great body shots there by both lads. Good work. So I've got it 40. 36 so far.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Sean Eastwood in the corner giving instruction by way of an interpreter. Although looking at him, he don't need the interpretation, he's showing him manually how to do it rather than verbally. For you guys watching home, he's indicating body shots.
I'd still like to see Thomas work a little bit more now though, you know, 2 rounds to go. Is it 2 rounds? Is that the 4th or 5th round now? Let's count a bit there.
Yeah, we're in round 5.
Soon find out. But yeah, I'd like to see Thomas pick it up a bit now. Let's start
round
go a little
5.
bit more.
Boom, boom, shit, we're in round 5.
I think what he needs to do though,
6.
and I think he needs to just stay on the outside though, box from the outside. When he gets inside and tries to have a fight with Garcia, that's when Garcia responds. And Garcia has a little bit more success. Nice jab. So as you see there, better work from the outside by Thomas. We know how tough Garcia is. He likes to have a scrap if you get inside with him.
Just missing by chopping right hand by Varey. He'd already landed, jab to the head, backhand to body.
So you're just there. Tom's in a perfect position to throw that up to the body, and he's just slightly hesitated. He gets in the positions. He doesn't let his hands go. See there inside? Needs to let his hands go once he's inside there, if Garcia's not throwing anything back.
Nice change of angle, left and right up to head. Landing on the side of the Lopez's cheeks. Romero Lopez, 33-year-old.
Been caught a couple of times, well 3 times that I've noticed now with that overhand right. Thomas Varey been caught. Garcia's thrown that overhand right. Had a little bit of success with it, so Thomas needs to be careful. Nice footwork by Thomas Varey there, just changing angles.
Lopez made his debut in 2017. He won his first 2 fights by KO. Back in Mexico. Good work there from Varey. Left good to body, left good to head.
Garcia just does as much as he needs to, doesn't he? You know.
Yeah, and when he gets caught, he comes back with a shot of his own.
Yeah, if you don't put any pressure on him, he's quite happy to just be in front of you.
Oh, lovely uppercut there by Varey, and again, 2 big uppercuts landing there right on the chin. Probably the best shots of the fight so far, Mike.
Yeah, a little bit of let his hands go a little bit there, Thomas. Nice to see. But again, you know, some quality shots from Thomas Varey. Very impressed with him tonight, Lee, so far for 5 rounds. I think he's been a mature performance. Maturity's been so far. He's definitely progressing. He's definitely settling down.
I suppose you handed myself, and the same. He's got his son Jake who's on later, and Mr. Varey. Don't need the young men. Thomas is 20, Jake's 22, and he's got them in progression. He started them off as kids, as sharp style, as 11-year-olds, and you know he's packed in the amateur boxing, and these two could be his future. He's got big plans for him, and it's a slow process, and he's on the road to it.
Final round.
Boxers touch gloves for the 6th and final round of his entertaining welterweight clash between Thomas Varey of Blackpool and Ramiro Garcia Lopez of Guadalajara in Mexico. Himself and Mike have got 5 rounds to Varey. Nice stiff jab.
Could possibly see Garcia getting involved a little bit more this last round. He's a very experienced campaigner. He's tough, he's rugged. Sometimes we've seen him have a little bit of a scrap, a little bit of a fight.
And good shots landing there. As you say, he's a proud man. When people do catch him well, he does come back straight away with something of his own, just to show the disapproval, just to show he can do it if he wanted to. Nice shoulder in there by Varey. It's missed by the referee. Good work, difficult shot to do, jab to head, up to body. Screw shot followed by the backhand. So we've got looking in 2026. Practice central area for Thomas Varey.
Yeah, I'd probably like to see him get that shot in the next couple of fights. Maybe he's what we are now. He's 10-0 at the minute.
11-0, barring a miracle. Good work again. Stiff full range jab. Nice double jab landing. I've got to say, he's got great composure for the 20-year-old.
Yeah,
maturity, composure.
I think with the likes of Thomas and lads like him, they need better quality opponents, and it brings out the best in them. I think Garcia has brought the best so far out in Thomas Varey. Again, been relaxed, Thomas. Controlled. and he's looked good, looked very mature.
Very accomplished, very polished. So we're probably heading for a shutout points victory here by Varey. I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in, watching VIP. Courtesy of Steve Wood for Vikings National Promotions. Steve Wood, one of the Northwest and the country's leading small hole show specialists. And we've got the good fortune to be commentating for him here at this iconic venue of the Winter Gardens today. So just waiting for the decision from MC Bobby Blundell, delivered by Jamie Kirkpatrick. Myself and Mike have got it 60-54. Wonder how you guys have got it at home.
Ladies and gentlemen, could we please have a big round of applause for both of our boxers? After 6 rounds of action, we go to Jamie Kirkpatrick's scorecard, which reads 60 points to 54 in favour of your winner, still undefeated, Thomas Varey. Ladies and gentlemen, please, a big round of applause for Ramiro Garcia Lopez.
Well, as I said before, 60 to 54. I'll just go back on what I said earlier. Thomas Varey in 11 professional fights.
Ready to welcome our next boxers to the ring. Please welcome first, making her way to the blue corner, from Bolton, Lindsay Bazinski. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the red corner, from the Isle of Man, Jade the Grenade Burton! Winter Gardens here in Blackpool. VIP Boxing Promotions proudly presents 6 rounds of boxing in the super featherweight division. Our timekeeper at the bell for this contest is Phil Modus MBE, and our referee in charge scoring the contest is Jamie Kirkpatrick. Introducing our first boxer, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing black shorts with purple and orange. On the scales, she weighed in 9 stone, 3 pounds and 6 ounces. She comes to the ring with a record of 5 wins and 5 losses. Introducing from Bolton, Bazinski. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome her opponent facing her across the ring and boxing out of the red corner, wearing the black, white and silver shorts. On the scale, she weighed in 9 stone, 4 pounds and 4 ounces. She comes to the ring with a perfect professional record. 3 wins from the 3 contests, with 1 big win by way of knockout from the Isle of Man, Jade the Grenade Burden!
Okay, ladies, you both know the rules. Keep the punches up, watch your heads on the inside. Obey my commands at all times, defend yourselves at all times. Touch gloves, good luck to you both.
Wow. Yeah. Boom, boom, shivering. Round 1. The 4-pound evening. It's a 6-2 clash in the super featherweight division. Jade Burden coming out the red corner from the Isle of Man, coming out the blue corner from Bolton.
Lindsay Bazinski.
Lindsay Bazinski. Sorry about that. Referee for this, Jamie Kirkpatrick. Lindsay, the more experienced fighter, she's 11th professional out tonight. 5 wins, 5 losses. Jade in the 4th professional out with 3 wins, 1 by stoppage. Jade with former mountain coach Peter Roberts in the corner. Lindsay with a boyfriend and former professional Pavel Neveldomsky, former cruiserweight champion, in the blue corner. Handing up, big Pat. Referee for this, A-star referee, Jamie Kirkpatrick. Burden getting on with it, throwing big hands over the top. Referee sent off for the elbow. Great, exciting first round. Both ladies really going for it.
Yeah, Burden head down, letting both hands go, and Lindsay Bazinski quite happy to let her hands go herself.
Big right hook landing there by Burden. In the last 10. Have we scored the first round, Michael?
I think it's Burden, obviously a lot of pressure, better quality shots, but Bazinski holding her own there until that sort of final 5-10 seconds. Just got a bit reckless herself and got caught by Burden with good right hand, so she was lucky it was towards the end of the round, but because I think Burden would have continued the assault.
So you never answered my question, I'll just go the first round.
10-9 Burden.
I'm going to go that on your explanation. I just think edged it slightly in the final 20-30 seconds. 10-0 away from Lindsay there. A nice explosive first round. Boom, boom, Sharon. Round 2. Spoke to Lindsay earlier, she's come to win. Myself and Mike, we don't, you know, we're just the commentators, just how we've seen it. We've seen a few 100,000 fights in our lives. Just how we've seen it. Referee Kirkpatrick's an infringement there. Good job by Burnden, sorry.
Yeah, Bazinski squinting a little bit there. I don't know if she got a thumb in the eye or something. Left eye, she was needs to be careful though, she doesn't open up too much because Burden's continues to throw in lefts and rights.
Both boxers again going for it though. Certainly a tough scrap already. Lindsay getting up on her toes. Good work inside there by Bazinski, but then Burden coming back. Be nice to see Lindsay throwing the uppercut back on her, just on cue she throws it.
There's not much boxing going on here, Lee. It's just a bit of a slugfest at the minute.
Yeah, Lindsay again throwing the uppercut, just a bit of smothering a little bit. Lindsay working that uppercut nicely, she's trying it again. Jay Burden just throwing straight and hooks around the body. Lindsay quite accomplished that uppercut. Right in her blue corner. Nice busy round by both ladies.
Yeah, I think Bazinski spent the majority of the round with her back to the ropes, but entertaining.
How's going that one, Mike?
Again, I think Burden's just edged it again. She, just the amount of work and the amount of punches she's thrown, really. Bazinski covered up quite well. She took a few shots on the gloves, landed her own, but yeah, I think Burden just edged it.
I'm just gonna edge it to Jade as well. Let's take nothing away from Lindsay Bazinski. A tough fight, a tough round. But I'm just gonna edge it to Burden myself. Both girls working on battle of attrition. I'd like to see him step back a little bit and have a little bit more boxing rather than a scrap. She marks over the eye there.
Round 3.
Yeehaw, boom boom, Shearer. Round 3, scheduled 6-2s. In the super featherweight division. Jade Burden, like the red corner from Alaman. Lindsay Bazinski from Bolton, right the blue corner. So it looks like he's going to, Lindsay with the back on the rope again.
Both girls there joking around a little bit there.
But to be fair, I think Lindsay's better getting from the toes in boxing like that. Up on the toes moving. Like Social Watts on the one there, but I think maybe that's the key to success. Up on the toes, boxing move. Rather getting you back on the ropes again. Nice uppercut.
Bazinski looking the more relaxed boxer. Burden more the aggressor.
Good work again by both boxers. I think myself, Bazinski got the better of that exchange.
Yeah, I think
she's
had a good round this round, Bazinski.
Big uppercut landing, right in the bell. Well, I'm going to ask you again, Mike, how have you scored that one?
I was edging more toward Bazinski until that last bit of the round, then that last probably 10 seconds. Burden could have sort of salvaged it and nicked the round.
I've got to agree exactly my sentiments entirely. I thought it was going Lindsay's race up on the toes, boxing well. Then the last 10 swung it around a little bit. Some big shots landing in the last 10 to 15 seconds again. So I'm going to go the same way as you again. Don't forget, it's just how me and Mike are seeing it. You people at home might be seeing it differently. Lee Hogan might be seeing it differently as well. He's got his glasses on, so you can certainly see the fights tonight. If you look at Lee Hogan, if you see his on sellers like Cosmo Small Piece, aka Les Dawson back in the day. Ooh. Yeehaw, boom boom, shake the room. Round 4. Lindsay Bazinski come out of the blue corner. The multicoloured shorts, black and pink. We've got the red corner for the Alabama in the black and white shorts. Jade Burden, 34-year-old, 3-0. Hoping to make it 4. Lindsay's hoping to get a win herself, get back in contention. She's fought for a few titles. In 2024, she fought for the Commonwealth Boxing Council featherweight title. Fought for the English featherweight title, the Central Area title. She's also fought for that twice. Good shots landed by Jake Burden.
I think Bazinski's boxed quite well, you know. She's got a little bit of quality about her, but I think the stronger shots are coming from Burden. They're having a bit more impact. Don't know how the referee scores this. Like you said before, Lee, you know, we're seeing it from this point of view, and we're scoring it how we see it from here. Referee may see it a little bit different. You guys on TV may see it a little bit different again. So, all in all, it's been quite an entertaining fight. It's a bit hard to do in it 4 2-minute rounds. You've not got a lot of time. So everything's rushed.
6-2.
We're on 6-2s. My apologies. 6-2s.
Good job there by the Bolton lady, Bazinski.
Could be now then, obviously we got the 6-2s, it could be now that, you know, Bazinski may come into her own these last 2 rounds.
How was scoring that?
I think I'll have to go with Burden again on that one.
I'm going to give that 10 each. I'm going to share that round. Thought it was very even. Thought that was Lindsay's best round. Maybe Jay's getting a little bit tired, I don't know. Maybe I've got it wrong. Just going to split it.
Yeah, like you know, like I just said, maybe Bazinski will come into her own now these last couple of rounds.
So don't forget, Jamie Kirkpatrick scoring this one. Been pretty redundant, not much to do. A good fight here, both boxers. Entertaining the crowd here at the Winter Gardens, hopefully entertaining you guys at home as well.
Seconds on. Round 5.
Yeehaw. Boom, boom, shirin. Round 5. Penultimate round. Next to last, that Lee. Nice crisp shot landing by Jade. Lindsay landing one to the body. Good work again by Bazinski. Jay Bird has had one stoppage. I think it was actually here. fought Sydney Chambers in September. Stops in the first round. Great knockout it was.
A little bit better quality boxing now. Obviously both girls in the middle of the ring, exchanging shots. But the quality's a little bit better. Burden's just seems to be settled down a little bit now, got that little bit of aggression out.
So is Bazinski as well. I think it might have been more beneficial for her if she started off like this, by the toes, rather than staying on the ropes. She's in her 11th professional outing tonight. We've come to the end of round 5.
For me again, that's another good round by Verdon.
Yeah, I'll go with you, Mike.
Just better quality, better choice of shots. Nice straight shots, stiff shots.
So if you was in Jay Burden's corner now and you were Peter Roberts, what would you be saying to her, Mike? Carry on with what you're doing?
I'd say just carry on what you're doing. She's a lot better when she's standing off and she's boxing, rather than leaning on and just just throwing 100 mile an hour shots. Just pick your shots like you're doing and look for the quality stuff.
The 6th and the final round.
Boxers touch close for the 6th and final round. Super flyweight clash. Myself and Mike have got Jake Burden well in front. And we've got it as only a stoppage victory now for Lindsay Bazinski. The last half of the fight. Ooh, great backhand landed there by Burden. Round the cheek, Bazinski took it well. As we were just saying, after the first 3 rounds, the ladies settled down. Boxers settled down and got on up on the toes, boxing a little bit more, picking the shots better, rather than having a slugfest. Good work.
I also like Bazinski, she's just Burden, as I say, she's just a stronger boxer, slightly better quality shots, but I like Bazinski. She moves well, she throws shots from awkward angles. I'd like to see her again. I'd like to see her in with somebody else, probably not as forceful as Burden is.
Lindsay Bazinski's game is a badge, I think when she settled down and started boxing and moving, I think it was better for her. Better for a game. Good shots landing by Burden, within the last 10. High score in the final round.
Got to give it to Burden again.
So you've got it 60-54. I've got it 60-55.
Yeah, I think it was just the work rate from Burden for me. She managed to edge every round. But fair play to Bazinski. Good performance really.
A good performance. She made it competitive. She made Jay Burden work. Just waiting for Jamie Kirkpatrick to deliver his decision to Bobby Blundell, MC Bobby Blundell of Liverpool, standing in tonight. Aki Kareem's away. If he kills the girls to the middle of the embrace, good fight there.
Ladies and gentlemen, could we please have a big round of applause for both of our boxers? After 6 rounds of action, we go to our referee, Jamie Kirkpatrick's scorecard, which reads 60 points to 54 in favour of your winner. Still undefeated, Jade the Grenade Burden!
Big celebrations there by Peter Roberts. Jay Burden taking the verdict 60 to 54. Mike got it right, I got it wrong. But still, we've got Jay Burden winning. She marches on to 4-0.
And gentlemen, we are now ready to welcome our next boxers to the ring. Please welcome first, making their way to the blue corner, from Loch Lomond, Scotland, Hugh Gillespie! Gentlemen, please welcome, making his way to the red corner, from Chorley, Corey Scott! Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the Winter Gardens here in Blackpool, where VIP Boxing Promotions proudly presents 6 rounds of action in the featherweight division. Our timekeeper at the bell for this contest is Anthony Rushton. Our referee in the ring is Andy Kremner, and scoring the contest from ringside is Darren Sargentson. Introducing our first boxer, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the black shorts. On the scales, he weighed in 8 stone, 9 pounds and 2 ounces. This evening taking part in his second contest as a professional. From Loch Lomond, Scotland, Hugh Gillespie! And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent facing him across the ring and boxing out of the red corner. Wearing the red shorts trimmed with white and gold. On the scales, he weighed in 8 stone, 12 pounds and 4 ounces. He comes to the ring with a perfect professional record. 5 wins from 5 contests. Introducing from Chorley, Corey Scott!
Both know the rules, keep it clean, watch the heads, and most of all obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves, boys, and the best of luck.
Seconds out, round 1.
Yeehaw! Boom, boom, shake the room. Round 1. This super featherweight clash. Corey Scott from the red corner and Hugh Gillespie from the blue corner. Referee for this, Andy Kremner. Commentary team, the new dream team. Lee Whitehead, I'll let him introduce himself.
James Moorcroft, Lee.
James Moorcroft of Wigan.
Wigan and proud, Wigan and proud.
Good up landing there by Gillespie. He's on his second professional outing tonight. He's landing with big unorthodox hooks. But they are landing in this first round.
Lee, they've gone straight at it. And you know, he is landing, Gillespie, like you said. He's landing.
Landing a bit. The shots are a little bit unorthodox, but sometimes, you know, James, the unorthodox shots do land. And they are landing on Corey Scott. Corey Scott in his 6th professional outing tonight. 5-0. As they're quieting him down.
Yeah, so Hugh Gillespie in his second professional fight. Lost his first fight, but looks like he's got a hell of ambition here today, Lee.
Yeah, former Scottish junior champion Corey Scott, maybe looking for his first stoppage. He's got former world title challenger Mick Jennings in his corner, and his brother David in Gillespie's corner tonight. Pardon me, is Alan Hamilton and Jim Riley. Gillespie's quieted down a little bit now. As Corey Scott quieting him down. Lovely jab there by Scott. Good shots to the head and body. Unorthodox hooks landing again.
Yeah,
but they are landing, James.
I think Gillespie's quieting down here a little bit, and like you said, Corey's laying his arms good now, and I think he's really heated up for a really good fight this league. I don't know whether they both landed at the same time, Lee, or they both missed at the same time. I'm not too sure on that one.
Anyway, we both went ooh.
But this is what it's all about, Lee. You know, I've said it on the last time I commentated. This Blackpool Winter Gardens for me is one of the best small venues in the country, and what's VIP and 111 put on here is amazing. And I've fought here a few times, and it's a pleasure to be here again.
Yeah, I agree. It's an iconic venue. Kremner not having much to do. Both lads just getting on with it. Entertaining first round. How are you scoring it, James?
At the moment, Lee, I'm looking at a drawn round at the moment. I think Gillespie coming, he started strong, but Corey's finishing better now. So
Okay, well, I had Gillespie winning the first minute, I've got Scott winning the second, so we might split a little bit there, James. You're going to go 10-10, I'm going to go 10-9.
Who are you going to go 10-9 to, Lee?
Scott.
Do you know?
But you know what? It's just how we saw it. We just do the commentary here.
Exactly.
You've seen it an even round. I've seen it slightly to
Exactly.
Scott. First minute, as I said, to Gillespie. Second 2 minutes to Scott. But we're just seeing it how we see it.
Yeah,
we're scoring it. Scored from ringside.
I do think that Gillespie quieting down quite quick, and I think Corey's coming into this fight. He's coming into this fight very well now, and like you said, with the Jennies in the corner, they know what they're doing. So I think this is going to turn into a really good fight now.
Well, I think maybe, Gillespie come out for the first minute, threw some big shots, quieting down. Let's see what sort of gas he's got in this second round. I'm interested to find out if he comes out firing those big ups again.
Yeah. I don't know much of Gillespie.
Seconds out. Round 2.
Yeehaw. Boom, boom, shake. They're in round 2 of the scheduled 6.
Like I was saying, Lee, I don't know much of Gillespie's corner. Do you know much about them?
I know that Alan Hamilton's always in the corner with the journeyman from Carlisle. His name escapes me now. It's not a good time for the boxing. Jay Cosgood. He's generally in there.
I've seen Jay Cosgood on the circuit. Very good, strong guy.
Alan's always in the corner with him, so he's in the corner with Gillespie now. I don't know if Gillespie's going to go the journeyman route like Cosgood.
Yeah, I think he's settled down a bit now, Gillespie. I feel like Corey's really building into this fight now. Heads coming together quite strong now.
Settled down or tired? James, what do you think? Corey Scott here, landing me big shots.
I think he's got him here, Lee. I think.
Certainly has. Big up landing by Gillespie. But Corey here looks like, he's piling it on. I think he's hoping to get his first stoppage here. Gillespie knows not to be. He's gone took one in.
2, 3.
Two lads laying it all down on the line. Lee. This is really good.
7,
this is really good work.
8.
Both lads getting stuck in.
Gets an 8 count. Let's see how Corey deals with this now.
I felt like he took a lot more shots before that he took to the ground then. I don't know what.
Nice uppercut landing there by Scott again. He's looking for that uppercut, somebody uppercut Mike Tyson. Gillespie's holding. Looks like he's very weary now. Coming back with those big hooks again. As I said, after the first minute of the first round.
This is really good work from Corey. He's letting his hands
good.
go.
Fancy it. I think Corey's got smelling blood. He's gone down again.
Yeah, I love how Corey's going head body early. Going head to the body straight away.
6, 7,
like I say, good corner.
8.
Good corner. He's told him to go out there and really put it on him there now. Head body. And he's straight back at it. Shoulder to shoulder. Let's have it. Oh, lovely right hand to the body. And again, them body shots.
Good work here.
And he stopped the fight.
Jumps in. Rightly so there, I think James. Gillespie moaning, but I think Krem's done the right thing. He was taking big shots to the body there. Either way, he was going to get stopped there.
Yeah, I think he was only going to go one way. Like you said, you could say Krem might have jumped in a touch early, but he was only going one way, and we all knew where it was going to go. Both lads go home safe tonight, Lee, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, and he took 2 counts in that round, so never to what was going to happen.
Definitely.
So Corey Scott marches on now to 6-0, and it's his first stoppage. Congratulations to Corey Scott.
Definitely.
Commiserations to Hugh Gillespie. Drops to 0-2. Mike Jennings in his corner, got to be proud there of Scott. As I say, Gillespie come out first round looking for the big bombs, didn't quite work. Corey Scott weathered the storm, stuck with it and outboxed him.
Well, that's Corey Scott's first stoppage there, Lee, so it's one of them that I'm guessing he's going to remember for a lifetime. That first stoppage is always one of these days. You got your pro debut, that's the big one, but that first stoppage is always the one you remember.
So I got a stoppage in my first debut, Roy Chipperfield, 1995, left hook to body, boom, Piccadilly Hotel.
Well, I'm going to tell you.
Remember it well, I remember the shorts he had on, it was a bit tight.
I was at DW Stadium in Wigan. Dale Arrowsmith, I stopped him in the 3rd round, which I'll be honest to you, Dave Arrowsmith for a stoppage is a tough one, to be fair.
Where was he in 1995?
Ladies and gentlemen, could we please have a big round of applause for both
Where was I?
our boxers?
I think I Good to fly, yeah, that was 5.
Our referee, Andy Kremner, has stopped this contest. After 2 minutes and 17 seconds of round number 2, declaring your winner by TKO from Chorley, Corey Scott. Ladies and gentlemen, please a big round of applause for Hugh Gillespie.
Congratulations to Corey Scott. Marching on to 6-0 with his first stoppage. Well done, Corey.
And gentlemen, we are now ready to welcome our next boxers to the ring. Please welcome first and making their way to the blue corner from Guadalajara, Mexico, Laximi Zaragoza Contras. To the red corner, from Wrexham, Jake Danger Dodd. Gentlemen, we are live from the Winter Gardens here in Blackpool, where VIP Boxing Promotions proudly presents 6 rounds of action in the flyweight division. Our timekeeper at the belt for this contest is Phil Morris, MBE. Our referee in charge scoring the contest, our referee Darren Sargentson. Introducing our first boxer, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the black and gold shorts. On the scales, he weighed in 8 stone, 4 pounds and 2 ounces. Taking part in his 19th professional contest from Guadalajara, Mexico, Laximi Zaragoza Contras. And please welcome welcome his opponent facing him across the ring and boxing out of the red corner, winning the black shorts with pink. On the scales, he weighed in 8 stone, 3 pounds and 8 ounces. He comes to the ring with a perfect professional record. 5 wins from 5 contests, with 1 win by way of knockout. From Wrexham, Jake Danger Dodd!
Fellas, you both know the rules, keep it clean, nothing low, watch your heads, and when I say break, take a step back. Most importantly, defend yourself at all times. Best of luck.
Wow.
Boom, boom, shake the room. The 6th bout of the evening is a flyweight clash between Jake Dodd, coming out of the red corner from Wrexham, and Lashmi Contras of Mexico, coming out of the blue corner. Referee for this, A-star ref Darren Sargison. 6-3s. The Dream Team, Mike Action Gormley and Lee Tupoff Whitehead. The VIP boxing promotions hit the Winter Gardens in Blackpool. Jake Dodd 5-0 with 1 stoppage. Contras 1-3, lost 13. 2 draws.
Looks a bit of a different weight category there, Lee. What do you think? Look at the 2 fighters.
Yeah, I agree, but the Mexican weighed in at 8 stone 4, and the Welshman weighed at 8 stone 3. I would agree with you. There's a considerable weight difference, or size difference.
Yeah, just obviously visually looking at it, you can see there Dodd carries a lot of muscle, little stocky fella, little bulldog. Good dangerous shot. Dodd.
Good shot to the body by Dodd, former Commonwealth bronze medalist in 2022. Contras landed in England in October 2025. He's lost to Chanzi Doob and Tony Curtis Jr. This is his 3rd fight in the UK. In this corner tonight is Mick Whale and Sean Eastwood. And in Sean Dodd's corner, Alex Rutter, Mark Taylor and legendary cutsman Mike Jackson.
Got a nice tight guard, Contras. He's probably going to need this with Dodd. Dodd throws a lot of short power shots.
Good work there by Dodd, change of angles as well. Nice shots landing there.
Got to be careful there, Dodd. Leaves his hands a little bit low after the throws his combination of shots. And that looping left hand of Contras coming over the top.
Contras has 3 victories with 1 stoppage. In his 13 defeats, he's been stopped 4 times. Interestingly enough, Contras started off as sort of a journeyman in Mexico before becoming a journeyman here. Generally, the general census is they start off pretty well in Mexico. When they can't make it, come over here. So that's why he's only got 3 wins, 13 defeats. Sean Eastwood giving his instruction through the interpreter. So we both give that first round to Jake Dodd, Michael.
Second out.
Yeah, good exciting first round by Dodd.
Yeehaw, boom, boom, Shirun. Round 2. Good jab to body by Jake Dodd. Nice up to body, followed by a roll. Both lads working on body shots. Counter right up, left up, landed by Contras.
Contras, he throws a nice looping left hand. He's not really had much success with it at the moment, but I think early on he landed one on the side of Dodd's jaw. Didn't have much effect, but it is a concern there. And again, likes to throw that left hand. And again, good guard by Contras. Tucks up nice and well, elbows nice and tight.
Jake Dodd's only stoppage, or his stoppage, was in his professional debut when he stopped Stevie Maguire in July 2023. I'm quite intrigued how both lads have weighed more or less the same weight, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, visually looking at it, it looks like a sort of a category of weight difference.
Good work by Dodd, landing first to the body, then to the head. He's having great success in this round. Good uppercut and up landing by Dodd. He's now targeting the body. Left up landing again. I think Dodd fancies a stoppage here. Good inside work by both boxers.
Yeah, I mean, good work from Contras. He's making it competitive. He's having a go, trying to make a fight of it.
Good shot standing again by Dodd. Uppercut and up for his right up to body. Good work, 2 in the bank for Dodd. Would you agree with that, Mike?
Yeah, I think he's won that second round, easily enough. Again, more work, better quality work, but still some good work from Contras. Dodd needs to be careful that left hook over the top. He's quite happy to throw that a lot, Contras, and he has had a little bit of success with it.
I agree with you, Mike, but maybe Jake's realised that Contras isn't going to hurt him, and he don't mind taking that shot.
Check it out. Round 3.
Yeah. Boom, boom, shit. We're round 3. This 6th rounder in the flyweight division. Jake Dodd of Wrexham versus Lasmi Zaragoza Contras of Mexico.
He's certainly got a live opponent, Jake Dodd, which is, again, we like to see this, don't we? We like to see kids who come and have a go, give these young lads a test.
Yeah, I agree with you, Michael. So far, he's fought the regular menu of journeymen at his weight category. Jake Dodd.
Yeah, he's fought the Jackson brothers. Yeah, brothers those, aren't they? Sean and Stephen.
Yeah, Sean, yeah. Stephen Maguire, Jake Pollard, the Batley Bulldog, Nabil Ahmed. I've got a feeling he's going to be moving on to, you know, maybe a central area pretty soon with his former amateur pedigree. Left hooks landing by both boxers. Picking his shots nicely inside.
I would like to just see Dodd keep working around that body, throwing him up around the side to the body. Try and slow Contras down a little bit more than he is. He's got a good jab as well, Dodd. You know, he's had a lot of success with that jab. Generally tends to start the round with the jab, working on the jab, and goes back to those little short shots inside.
Last time Contras was stopped was in November last year. Got stopped off Fernando Diaz, in the 5th of 8.
Nice feet there, Dodd. Lovely little bit of footwork there, in and out. So the combination, step out, back in again, 2-phase. Lovely work and good finish of the round by Dodd.
Myself and Mike have got it 30-27 as we enter into round 4 of this scheduled 6 here at the Winter Gardens. The Dream Team, the Action Team, Mike Gormley and Lee Whitehead for VIP Promotions. We're culminating tonight with 8 threes for the vacant WBC Youth Silver Welterweight title. Jake Abro versus Bakary Dalio. Blackpool versus France.
Round 4.
Yeehaw! Boom, boom, shake the room. Round 4. Dodd red, Contras blue.
And again, Dodd starting the round off with that left jab. He's got a nice, as I said before, he's got a nice little jab. Starts off with a jab. That's what he should be setting his shots off with. Set it up with a jab, left hand, and start working again downstairs.
The sergeant calls timeout. Dodd's gun shield just slips out of his mouth. Don't think it was down to a punch. Decent enough bout this for Dodd, Mike. Contras is working him. He's not having it all his own way.
No, good. I mean, I like Contras himself. He's you can see he knows his stuff. He knows his way around the ring. Knows how to tuck up. Throws that nice little left hook. I like the left hook he throws. but Dodd's handling him quite well. You said earlier about Dodd, you know, maybe central air attack or something like that. And I suppose you'd agree, these lighter weights, it's a little bit easier, not easier, but you tend to get a shot at some kind of title sooner rather than later. There's not much about where quality-wise you can work your way through the ranks a little bit quicker.
But by easy, you don't mean easy as the way it sounded. You mean
no.
There's not as many fighters about, and then therefore you end up with a central area title earlier because of the lack of fighters at that weight.
Yeah, as in easy route, as in not so many fights.
Well, let's not try and talk out of the way you said easier. Quicker. Correct. We changed that. Sorry about that, home guys. Let's get back to the boxing. Jake Dodd picking his shots nicely, mixing between head and body, and back to body and head. Between straight shots and hooks. All in all, a very accomplished performance by Dodd. Good work again on the inside. Two rounds to go. We've got it 40 to 36. Myself and Mike.
Yeah, Dodd's doing everything right really with this kid he's got in front of him. He can't do much more than he's doing apart from just keep going, keep doing what he's doing.
Round 5.
Just try and wear him down.
Yeehaw! Boom, boom, shit room. Round 5. Nice right up landing on the elbows there by Dodd, picking his shots well. He's certainly come firing out in this penultimate round. Oh, lovely Tyson shot there, right up to body, right uppercut. He's come out fired up for this 5th round.
Yeah, Contras at the end of that 4th, he looked a little bit tired, more so than he did the previous rounds. So maybe Jake Dodd's seen that, maybe thinking he can step it on a little bit, put a little more pressure on. Dodd back to that jab.
Dodd's gum shield come out for the 2nd time. Put it straight back in. Obviously an ill-fitting gum shield there, Mike.
Yeah, I think Darren Sargent is one of the referees who will jump on Dodd if it happens again and maybe give him a talking to. I'm not sure if there's any blood across the right eye of Jake Dodd. Looks a little bit red. Could be the light.
Right eye or left eye?
Right eye. I think you can see the blood on the white gloves of Contras, so it must be a left eye cut.
I think it was
a right eye cut on Dodd.
I think it was a left hook that landed early in the round by Contras. Obviously he's seen the blood now and he's gone for a little bit more. Another round for Dodd though.
Yeah, another round for Dodd, but like I say, Contras had a lot of success with that left hook, so maybe that's going to be his favourite punch in this final round.
So Mike Jackson jumped in to stem the bleeding there. Referee Sargent just have a look. He's letting you know it's the last round coming up. So far we've got all the 5 rounds to Dodd. It's 50-45 so far.
Yeah, we'll see if how much Contras wants this. If he's just, if he's just come to make the numbers up, or if he wants to get a win out of this with the blood on Dodd's left eye. I mean, obviously Dodd's winning the fight, no doubt about that. But he may be able to cause some more damage on that right eye of Dodd's.
Yeah. Boom, boom, shake the room. The 6th and final round. This flyweight clash. Jake Dodd from Wrexham against Laskme Zaragoza Contras of Guadalajara in Mexico, on the blue corner. Bar a stoppage, we've got Jake Dodd winning this so far. We've got him 5 rounds up. We want to play. He suffered a cut over the right eye. I think from the left hook early in the 5th round. Another good fight here, made by matchmaker Steve Lillis. 8-star referee Darren Sargison, serving soldier, has had nothing to do at all. Just let the lads get on with it. Been no skullduggery, no bad feeling. Both boys come for the boxing match. Been good to watch, Mike.
Yeah, this final round, Contras seems to be trying to get on the front foot now. He's throwing a lot of left hands, but so far that right eye of Dodd's held up. Lovely right hand by Contras.
So very, very accomplished performance by Jake Dodd. As I say, the Wrexham guy trained in Manchester by Alex Rutter, former professional.
I think this has been Contras' best round so far. I think he must have got a bit of inspiration from that cut of Dodd's.
Again, he's looking for that left hook all the time now. Kind of worse in the eye. A little bit late now, he's not going to get stopped in this last round. That seems to be his pet shot, that left hook, Mike.
Yeah, he likes that, and again.
And again.
And again.
How are you scoring this last round?
I think I'll give it an even round this round. I think Contras had a good round. I wouldn't be surprised if the ref give it to Contras, but I think Dodd again had a good round as well. So for me, an even round. So I'd give it result 60-55.
Okay, there's no disputing that Jake Dodd's won it though. But just, you guys at home might think we're a bit mad and what having, think he won it, but we're just seeing it from a boxing purist point of view. Maybe Contras up to that last round. So interested to see how Darren Sargison scores it. He's waiting for MC Bobby Blundell to give us the decision. Myself and Mike have scored it 60-55. Let's see how the referee has scored it.
Ladies and gentlemen, could we please have a big round of applause for both of our boxers. After 6 rounds of action, we go to Darren Sargent's scorecard, which reads 59 points to 55 in favour of your winner, still undefeated, Jake Danger Dodd.
So there.
Ladies and gentlemen, please a big round of applause for
Mike got it right in the last round. Contras, but it doesn't really matter. Jake Dodd still won the fight.
We are now ready to welcome our next boxers to the ring. Please welcome first, making their way to the blue corner, from Liverpool, Connor Goulding. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent, making his way to the red corner, from Preston, Alex McMillan. Gentlemen, live from Blackpool Winter Gardens, VIP Boxing Promotions proudly presents 4 rounds of action in the super welterweight division. Our timekeeper at the bell for this contest is Anthony Rushton. Our referee in the ring is Andy Kremner, and scoring the contest from ringside is Jamie Kirkpatrick. Blackpool, that is our officials. If you're ready to welcome our boxers, let's make some noise! Introducing first and boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the black shorts with gold trim. On the scales, he weighed in 11 stone, 3 pounds and 4 ounces. He comes to the ring with a record of 5 wins and 5 losses. Introducing from Liverpool, Connor Goulding! And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent facing him across the ring and boxing out of the red corner. Wearing the red shorts with gold trim. On the scales, he weighed in 11 stone, 2 pounds and 4 ounces. This evening, making his debut as a professional, from Preston, Alex, the Villain, McMillan!
Come in, boys. You both know the rules. Keep it clean, watch the heads, and obey my commands at all times. I'm going to let you work up close. Touch gloves.
Seconds out, round 1.
Well, good evening, folks. Welcome to this 7th bout of the evening between Connor Goulding from Liverpool in the blue corner and Alex McMillan in the red corner from Preston. Commentary tonight from myself, Mike Action Gormley, and former professional James Moorcroft.
I'm really excited for this one, I can't lie. I know Alex McMillan quite well, and I think it's a very tough debut, to be honest too. I think Connor Goulding being 5-5, you know, coming for your professional debut, it's a big step up.
Yeah, he's got some good experience, Connor Goulding. Won his first 5 fights, lost to his fellow Liverpudlian Ryan Dickens, and hasn't won since, so he'll be looking to come back and try and maybe get another win against this young prospect, Alex McMillan.
Yeah, well, I know Alex McMillan, he sparred on the Ridder season. Do you know the Ridder season sparring at the York Hall a few weeks back? He sparred on that, so I think he sparred, I forgot his name now, Lucas Ballingall, which was a very, very good spar. I've seen little clips of it, so I think he's the real deal, this Alex McMillan, I think.
Well, he's certainly had a good start. He looks lightning fast. Good combinations. Sharp, technique's good. Got a great following as well. He's got massive support here. I suppose you can hear that at home.
Yeah, there's a lot of people come watching him today, and like you say, you know, your professional debut is one of them days which you'll never ever forget. So to have all these people at this fantastic venue in Blackpool Winter Gardens, it must be a spectacle for him.
Yeah, McMillan trained by Josh Pritchard, who also coaches alongside Shane McGuigan.
Yeah, I follow Alex on Instagram, and I always see him heading down there to London to Shane McGuigan's gym, and like you say, he took himself away from Preston. He's living down in London now training, so he's doing everything right, and he really is digging some really big shots in this first round today.
Do you know much about his amateur career, James?
Do you know what? I'm not too sure. There we go, I think it's over. That is a professional debut. That is a professional debut, one for the record.
Do you know what, he got caught with a good shot, Goulding, and went down on one knee. I'm not sure it was, he got caught with a shot afterwards. I'm not saying it was intentional, but it was as Goulding went down which kind of finished it off. But what a great debut for Alex McMillan.
Yeah, and his professional debuts go, I think that could be out there with one of the best feelings in the world, your professional debut and the stoppage together. And so he should be celebrating. really fair play to Conor Goulding, and he's sitting down there, he looks okay. I think he just come up against a strong lad in Alex there tonight.
Yeah, I was about to say, you know, Conor Goulding, quite a durable character, but if you get it on the button, no matter who you are, there's not a lot you can do about it. It was a cracking shot. The first shot that landed was perfection. It was the second shot that basically finished it off.
Like I said, very well spoken, Alex, and a very nice lad in and out of the gym, but you know, it looked like he had that dog in him tonight, and there was no one holding him back today, and he really let himself go, so congratulations to him, because commiserations to Conor Goulding, who played his part there tonight. And really good to see him up on his feet and going home safe. Just that, like, that's all we want to see.
Yeah, commiserations to Conor Goulding. Didn't have time to get in the fight really. It was just you know, credit to McMillan for just stepping on the gas on the straight off, landing the perfect shots, and not a lot Goulding could do about it.
Yeah, his professional debuts go. It's at the top.
Ladies and gentlemen, could you please have a big round of applause for both of our boxers? Our referee, Andy Kremner, has called a halt to this contest after 2 minutes and 42 seconds of round number 1. Declaring your winner by TKO, now 1-0 as a professional, Alex the Villain McMillan. Ladies and gentlemen, please a big round of applause for Conor Goulding. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now ready to welcome our next boxers to the ring in 1 moment, Sadie. now ready to welcome our next boxers to the ring. Please welcome first and making his way to the blue corner from Wrocławska, Poland, Daniel Pelvi. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent making his way to the red corner from Carlisle, marvellous Mark Kavanagh. And gentlemen, we are live from Blackpool Winter Gardens, where VIP Boxing Promotions proudly presents 4 rounds of boxing in the middleweight division. Our timekeeper at the bell for this contest is Anthony Rushton. Our referee in charge scoring the action, star referee Darren Sargentson. Introducing our first boxer, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the white shorts with blue trim. On the scales, he weighed in 11 stone and 7 pounds. This evening taking part in his 26th contest as a professional from Wrocławska, Poland, Daniel Pelvi. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent facing him across the ring and boxing out of the red corner, wearing the white shorts. On the scales, he weighed in 11 stone, 7 pounds and 2 ounces. This evening making his debut as a professional, from Carlisle, marvellous Mark Kavanagh.
Hey fellas, you both know the rules. Keep it clean, nothing low, watch your heads, and when I say break, take a step back. Most importantly, defend yourself at all times. Best of luck.
Seconds out, round 1.
Yeehaw, boom boom, shake the room. 8th bout of the evening. It's a professional debut for current English ABA champion Mark Horton from Carlisle. Sorry about that, technical difficulties. And Daniel Gillespie from Poland. Referee for this, Darren Sargent, 4-3s. Southpaw Horton stopped 5 of his 7 opponents on the way to winning the 2025 English middleweight ABAs.
You've seen Horton before, Lee. You know a bit about him with his amateur pedigree.
Yeah, and it's also a debut for his coach tonight, Jimmy Brennan, who's a sterling and stalwart boxing coach in Carlisle, former soldier who runs Carlisle Boxing Club that Mark boxed all his amateur fights for. And Jimmy is making his professional debut tonight. Well done and congratulations and welcome, Jimmy.
got a nice relaxed style, Horton, hasn't he?
Yeah, probably more suited to the pros than the amateur. Nice, cool, calm and collected. And he can punch. His opponent's been beat 20 times, been stopped 5 times in those defeats. He's won 3, he's had 3 knockouts early on in his career. He made his debut in 2016, this is his 4th fight of 2025. He's fought in France, Norway, Germany, Wales, England, Czech Republic, Switzerland, Hungary, Canada and Ireland. Much travelled. It's like a feeling out round for Horton. Marvellous mark. Horton. So looks like he sold a lot of tickets, Mike.
Yeah, he's
very noisy.
He got some great support down from Carlisle to Blackpool, down the M6. You've got to have something about you if you've got such a following as Mark has tonight. So people don't travel for nothing, so they must be expecting big things from Mark Horton.
And his opening round is professional.
Both lads prefer to stand up in the corners.
So Mark choosing to stand up in between rounds. What do you think of that, Mike, when the boxer stands up? Boom, boom, shit, room. Round 2, 2nd of 4. Debutant, marvellous. Mark Horton comes from the red corner. Good right up followed by a straight backhand from the southpaw. Looks like he's increasing the tempo a little bit this 2nd round after the feel out for the 1st round, Mike.
Yeah, he's nice and light on his feet. Stepping in, stepping out. Obviously he's got, from his point of view, he's got the advantage being the southpaw. From an orthodox point of view, it's always awkward to fight a southpaw fighter who leads with the right hand.
Good up to the bandy landing there. Gillespie, boxing quite nice himself, nice tight guard. Horton landing there with that backhand through the middle. He's certainly on the front foot going forwards this round. Showing us a bit more intention, a bit more meaning this round. We'd like to see that from a new professional, Mike. Showing us what's to come in the future rather than just sitting back and going through the motions.
Yeah, well, obviously what's also good as well, he isn't rushing, he's being forceful, you know, he is on the front foot. He's trying to take the lead and he's looking good doing it, yeah, but he's not rushing his shots, he's not rushing anything. He's just trying to slowly break down Gillespie, is that how you say it? He's just trying to break him down.
Yeah.
Gillespie. And as we've seen Gillespie before, he's quite a durable character.
Nice right hook landing to the body under the elbow there. Gillespie won't be denied though, he's going back, the gun shield's come out. Tried to catch it.
It looks like he's blowing a bit there as well, Gillespie. Probably why the gum shield came out, just to Try and get out a bit of air in.
Nice up landing again under the right elbow. A little more purpose now from Marvellous Mark. The Cumbrian means business this round. Good big shots under the elbows again. Nice body work. And again, picking it up. Good shots. The last 10. Well, what a difference in the 2 rounds there.
Yeah, I think I'd like to see Huffin be a little bit more careful or a little bit more cautious, as he was obviously in the first round and early on in that second round. Because as I said before, Sesley, these journeymen, they can be quite awkward and they can be quite unpredictable as well. As we found out there, he was quite happy to exchange on the odd occasion with Mark Huffin, but all in all, good work from Huffin.
Yeah, I agree. He's 2 rounds up, 2 to go. But I've got a feeling he's going to bring it on. Like I said, on his route to winning the ABAs earlier on this year, he had 5 stoppages out of his 7 fights they won. They had to take on route to winning that championship. So the boxer can punch. Yeah, boom, boom, shake the room. Horton sprints out of his corner. Backhand landing. Reslick. Answering back. Big backhand landing by Horton right onto the chin. Another left hand landing. Good work.
I'd like to see Huffin work, work a couple of phases in and out, not stay too close too long.
Good match for his debut this. He's not having it all his own way. Scumshield's come out again.
It looked like he spit it out then.
Let's see what the referee side is not too happy at all. The second time now. Box on.
Yeah, I think he was looking for a little bit of a breather there, Sesley. Huffin contains the onslaught.
Yeah, I think he sensed it as well, Mike. You know yourself when you're in there. You know more than anyone else whether your opponent's feeling it or not feeling it. And I think now he's gone to his front foot. He's trying to get away a little bit more. He's not engaging as much. I think he's feeling Mark's power. Left-hand landing right on the chin.
Throws those shots so naturally, doesn't he? You can see him come out, they just flow. Straight shots. Lead hand, backhand. Scumshield's out again. I think Darren Sardinson's probably going to have a word now.
A-star referee Sargison not too happy at all. He's giving the Polish man a bit of a severe reprimand in the corner.
I think he's asking for a second gum shield there.
And he's taking a point off him. I think rightly so as well, Mike, you?
Yeah, you could see purposely, that's twice. I think first time seemed like it would just fell out anyway, but a couple of times there, last 2 times, I think he actually spit them out looking for a breather.
If it comes out again, I think it's a disqualification. Not too sure on the rules. Horton fancies it now. So we've got it 3 rounds up, Mike, you want to go?
Yeah, he's again, Horton's dominated the 3 rounds.
And that's a 10-8 round.
But, you know, Sesley, he tried to engage. Just to me, doesn't seem his fitness is there. He can't sustain an attack, Sesley. But Horton too strong for him. I think Horton will learn a lot from this as well. So, you know, the odd time there, he just tried to finish Sesley off a little bit too soon, too quickly. And he got caught with a couple of shots, nothing too troubling. But again, it's all experience. But it's a great match-up for his first bout.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see how we go to this 4th final round then.
For your 4th and final round.
Boxers touch close to this final round. Yeehaw! Boom, boom, shake the room. Debutant, marvellous Mark Horton, Carlisle, against Daniel Szerezlek from Rudosławia in Poland. Much travelled. In his 26th professional outing tonight. Darren Sargison. Ooh, what's he going to do now? He's going to definitely take another point off him.
Do you know
he
what?
asked for another gum shield.
Yeah,
he has warned him.
He asked him for a gum shield and he hasn't got a second one. And as we know, you're always supposed to have 2 gum shields in your corner for that reason. I think if it happens again, he may get disqualified.
He's going to take another point off him now. Oh, not take a point off. Don't understand why he's not taking another point for that round, for that infringement. I remember once one of our massive boxers years ago, Mike, John Mungan. He actually fought in Wales. Gum shield come out twice. And the other coach at the time said, if it comes out again, we're going to do something to you. Anyway, Mungan kept the gum shield in, won the fight against him, beating Welsh kid. At the end of the fight, realised he hadn't even moulded it. Marvellous Mark, been on the front foot all the way through. He's really fancied it. He's only 21 years of age. Picking his shots nicely, mixing him in head to body, body to head. Szerezlek looks a bit under pressure now. He's backing off. I think he'd be glad to hear the final bell. Nice right up, left hook landing there.
I think the gum shield's come out again, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong, I just thought I saw it at the side of the ring.
That might have been the spare one.
There it is, it's out now.
So big decision for Sargison now. Really, I think he should disqualify him. I'm not too good on the rules. Oh no, he's not took a point either. We got it wrong, apologies at home.
I mean, even though Sesley's not winning the fight, it's all in his favour to keep that gum shield in, because if he gets stopped, I don't know how it works, Lee. If he gets disqualified, I don't know if he gets a 28-day ban. How does that work?
Well, I don't know how that's worked, because he's already took a point of him once, and it's come out twice again, so I don't understand the reasoning behind that. Nice uppercut there by Horton.
I think what Horton will learn from this as well, obviously, you know, he is a big puncher. He has got stoppages on his amateur record, but it's a different game. The pros are a different game. He's going to come up against tough characters like Sazlik, where he can't just, blow him away in the first round, as he's obviously found out tonight. He's just got to stick to his clever boxing.
Nice shots there by Marvellous Mark. One thing you will learn is always have a good gun shield. Good work. Both boys embrace.
Yeah, great finish to the round, and a great debut for Mark Huffin.
Yeah, and also a great debut for his coach, Jimmy Brennan. Congratulations to Jimmy.
Yeah, well done, Jim. Congratulations.
40 to 35. The bout that's just gone. 40 to 35. Myself and Mike have scored it. So that's the 8th bout of the evening. 2 left. Next bout is a super middleweight clash between Troy Gallagher and Lucas Kadarski. And the final bout, Jake Abro versus Bakari Dioli.
Just a quick one, just getting back to this one. This fight will have done Huffin a world of good rather than stop his opponent in the first or second round. He's got the experience
Ladies
now of 4
and
rounds.
gentlemen, could we please have a big round of applause for both of our boxers? After 4 rounds of action, we go to Darren Sargent's scorecard, which reads 40 points to 35 in favour of your winner. Now 1-0 as a professional, Marvellous Mark Huffin. Ladies and gentlemen, please a big round of applause for Daniel Pazelvic. and gentlemen, we are now ready to welcome our next boxers to the ring. Please welcome first, making his way to the blue corner, from Poland, Kachi. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent, making his way to the red corner, from Morecambe, Troy Gallagher! Live from the Winter Gardens here in Blackpool, VIP Boxing proudly presents 4 rounds of boxing in the super middleweight division. Our timekeeper at the bell for this contest is Phil Morris, MBE. Our referee in the ring, Andy Kremner, and scoring the contest from ringside, Darren Sargentson. Introducing our first boxer, boxing out of the blue corner, with the black shorts trimmed with red and gold. On the scales, he weighed in 12 stone, 5 pounds and 8 ounces. He comes to the ring with a record of 1 win and 1 loss. From Poland, Lucas Kachi. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent, facing him across the ring and boxing out of the red corner, wearing the grey shorts with green. On the scales, he weighed in 12 stone, 4 pounds and 2 ounces. He comes to the ring with a perfect professional record, 4 wins from 4 contests. Introducing from Morecambe, Troy Gallagher!
Boys, you both know the rules. When I call break, break and keep it clean. And most of all, obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves and best of luck.
Boom, boom, shake the room. The 9 pound evening is a super middleweight clash between Troy Gallagher, coming out the red corner from Lancaster, and coming out the blue corner from Poland, Lucas Kachi. Referee for this trial is referee Andy Kremner. Commentary team, the Green Team, Mike Ashingorman, Lee Top of Whitehead.
Good evening. Well, obviously both guys are called the Tank, nicknamed the Tank. And the Tank from Poland, is it? Yeah. Kachi, the record of 1-1, won 1, lost 1. So it's surprised he's taken this fight, but you know, we'll see what he's got to offer. He must be confident anyway, coming up against the unbeaten 4-0 Troy Gallagher.
Talking to confidence, Mike, he's got 3 fights lined up after this as well. So let's hope he doesn't get stopped tonight, because like I say on the box, Rex, he's got 3 fights lined up after this, before Christmas. Good shot under the elbow there of Gallagher. In his corner as usual, Bob Howard.
Kachi looking a bit jittery, a bit wild.
I don't get that. I know when Troy's coming out, I don't know why boxers sometimes open their arms up and show the target area. I think they should keep the elbows tight in like that when you're coming out. Comes a bit of an habit. Someone, you know, could capitalise on that on the way out. Drops his arms and pounce on him. Maybe not tonight, but maybe in the future. Yeah. Troy's listening to our commentary and takes that on board. No doubt Bob will notice that as well. Look there. Kachi landed then, just as I said, on cue. Look like that, the arms up, flailing about. Much better to keep the elbows down, hands up, elbows, gloves on the side of the face.
Yeah, I mean, he opened his arms a little bit wide there and nearly got caught with a good shot from Kachi.
Landing a couple of hooks there, left hook, right hook. There's Troy Gallagher in his 5th professional outing tonight. 4 wins on point. Made his debut in 2024.
He's certainly got a live opponent in front of him tonight.
Yeah, Lucas Kachi, you know, he's come to get a win, he's 1-1. But he's certainly come to try. Technical difficulties. Oh no, we're back on. Apologies there. Troy Gallagher sold a load of tickets tonight. So the noisiest crowd so far, supporting the local man from just up the M6. Boom, shake the room. Round 2. Scheduled 4. Kachi coming out the blue corner, Gallagher out the red. Nice jab by Troy Gallagher. Ooh, big left hook landed there. Oh, big shots landed. Troy Gallagher's first stoppage victory, I think, so far. Yes, certainly. Kremler's looked into his eyes and he's given a stoppage there. Big first left hook landed, then landed another 2 on his way down. Legal shots though. Troy Gallagher's first stoppage. Congratulations there by Bob Howard. I think the referee made right decision, Mike.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's nothing else he could do. He was all over the place after that left hook, and as you say, Gallagher followed through with another couple of shots and kind of finished the job, really. But what good performance, good finish by Troy Gallagher.
Yeah, I agree. It's his first stoppage win. Troy Gallagher now moves to 5-0. We're just waiting for Bobby Blundell to deliver the decision. So a 2nd round stoppage for Lancaster's Troy Gallagher, the 25-year-old. He'll be absolutely buzzing on his way back on the M6. Unfortunately for Lucas Gillespie, I don't think he'll be fighting now. I think he get 28 days after that, so the next 3 fights he had booked will not be happening.
Yeah, it was a peach of a left hook right on the button. Kachelski's legs went from under him, and can't really have any complaints. I don't think he was too happy once he'd recovered and thought, I don't know, you can't really think you should be stopped after that. It would only cause a lot more damage, and obviously he couldn't have carried on after that.
So the battle of the tanks, the Lancaster tank was beating the Polish tank.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we please have a big round of applause for both of our boxers? Our referee, Andy Kremner, has stopped this contest after 34 seconds of round number 2, declaring your winner by TKO, Troy Gallagher! Ladies and gentlemen, please a big round of applause for Lucas Kaczarski. gentlemen, it is now time for our main event of the evening, where we have 8 rounds of action for the vacant WBC Youth Silver Welterweight Championship. Please welcome our first challenger, making his way to the blue corner, from Gars-le-Gonesse, Valdoise, France, Bakary Diallo! Gentlemen, please welcome our second challenger, making his way to the ring from right here in Blackpool, Jake Jabs Abro! So we are live from the Winter Gardens here in Blackpool, where VIP Boxing Promotions proudly presents our main event of the evening. 8 rounds of boxing for the vacant WBC Youth Silver Welterweight Championship. This contest is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control. Our area representative is Sally Say. And by the World Boxing Council, supervisor ringside is Ian Metcalf. Our timekeeper at the belt for this contest is Phil Morris, MBE. And when the action begins, our referee in charge scoring the contest is Jamie Kirkpatrick. Blackpool, that is our officials. It is now time to introduce our boxers. They're under the lights and ready to fight. Introducing first, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing multicoloured shorts. On the scales, he weighed in 10 stone, 6 pounds and 4 ounces. He comes to the ring with an excellent professional record. 12 wins with only 1 defeat. He has 7 big wins by way of knockout. The former IBF Youth Welterweight Champion from Gars-le-Gonesse, Valdoise, France, Bakary Diallo! And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent, facing him across the ring and boxing out of the red corner. On the scales, he weighed in 10 stone, 6 pounds and 4 ounces. He comes to the ring with an undefeated professional record. He has 14 wins, no losses and 1 draw. He has 5 big wins by way of knockout. From right here in Blackpool, Jake Jabs Abro!
Okay, lads, you both know the rules. Keep the punches up, watch your heads on the inside. Obey my commands at all times, defend yourselves at all times. Touch gloves, go to both ways.
So the main fight of the evening is for the vacant WBC Youth Silverweight welterweight title between, from Blackpool, Jake Abro, from France, Bakali Dayola. Boom boom shivering. Round 1. Jabs landing by both boys. Big test. Jake Abro 14 wins, 1 draw. Bakali Diallo 12 wins, 1 loss.
Yeah, what a fantastic matchup this is. Both lads, great records. Great exchange at the start of the first round.
This fight's real. 22-year-old Jake Abro from Blackpool and 22-year-old Bakali Diallo from Vaduz near Paris. Look at the cut there by Abro. Big left hook landing there by Abro again, he's landed! Right, Abro goes straight to left hook! Bakali falls into the ropes, but Jamie Kirkpatrick has not seen the shot, and he's waiting. The fight to go on, left hook land again by Abro.
And again.
Bakali's legs have gone! Oh, he's calling him on, but a bad mistake, and the left hook again landing! Backhand landing by Jake Abro, jabbed! And again! And he's gone down to the floor! He's scurried back to his corner! He's all over the place! Referee's having a look at him, Jake Abro's looking on intently!
He might be lucky to survive the end of the round, he's got to keep his hands up.
His father shouting instructions to Jake as Bakali cleared. Left hook's landing. Bakali marching forward. Shot to body there by Abro.
And we know this kid's dangerous as well. He's had 7 knockouts.
The left hook's landed. Oh, and it's all over. Jake Abro by knockout in round 1. Bakali Diallo's got to his feet, but he's all over the place. Jake Abro, congratulations. Larry left hook. The corner a bit slow. Jamie Kirkpatrick's up with the elbow back to the corner. We don't know where he is. To be honest, the cornermen are not looking after his welfare there. He's absolutely gone there. What a sensational victory by Jake Abro. Congratulations.
Yeah, I think the writing was on the wall there. That first left hook he threw, and Diallo went down. It was just a matter of time, I think, for Jake there. But what a fantastic stoppage, great performance.
Yeah, great. And Abro doesn't, he's not giving no emotions where he's got to be happy that's his son in the corner. What a great performance there by Jake. We've got big, muscly Brian Mooney showing his arms off in the corner there as well. A big Andy Ray in the corner. Sensational. The fight of the evening is ended in the first round. I hope Bakali Diallo is okay, he's still sat on his stool. He's getting up, a little bit shaken. He got caught. I think he's asked his cornerman what's going on.
Yeah,
so to be honest,
I don't think he knows where he is.
Manu De Santos telling him he's been beaten. And fair play, he still don't know he's sat down again. The left hook landed there by Jake. Peach of a shot. He continued to throw it. Well done, Jake Abro.
Yeah, Diallo wants to stand up in his corner, but I think it's a good idea if he sits down, just to recover. He wants to show, he's not hurt, but he obviously.
The doctor's having a look at him. The doctor's happy with his welfare. He's just testing him there because he looks a bit shaken to me.
He still doesn't know where he is. His legs are all
Ladies
over the
and
place.
gentlemen, could we please have a big round of applause for both of our boxers? Our referee, Jamie Kirkpatrick, has called a halt to this contest after 2 minutes and 36 seconds of round number 1, declaring your winner by TKO and the new WBC Youth Silver Welterweight Champion, Jake Abro! Ladies and gentlemen, please a big round of applause for Bacardi Diallo.
Congratulations to the new WC Youth Silver Welterweight Champion, Jake Abro. I know you guys are still listening at home, the music's come on. Congratulations to the new champion. Thanks for